For thousands of years, human beings have looked up at the night sky and wondered if the glowing points above were more than just distant lights. Long before telescopes and modern astronomy, people believed the stars and planets carried messages about life on Earth. From that curiosity grew one of humanity's oldest belief systems, astrology. Even today, millions still check their horoscopes and wonder if the planets reflect their personality or fate. But what exactly is astrology? Let's find out right here on History of Simple Things. At its core, astrology is the belief that the positions and movements of celestial bodies, especially the sun, moon, planets, and stars, can influence events and human behavior on Earth. Astrologers study these patterns to interpret personality traits, predict life events, or understand relationships. The most familiar form is the daily horoscope, short predictions based on the 12 zodiac signs, each linked to a time of year and personality traits. The zodiac itself is a band of sky that stretches about 8 degrees north and south of the path the sun appears to travel throughout the year, a path astronomers call the ecliptic. Along this path lie 12 constellations that ancient observers used as markers to track the sun's movement through the seasons. These constellations, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces form the zodiac. Saying someone is a Leo or Pisces refers to the sun's position in that sign at their birth. Astrology's roots go back over 4,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia, especially the Babylonians. Around the second millennium BCE, they recorded planetary movements and linked them to events like floods, harvests, or political changes. These observations evolved into one of the earliest astrological systems. Later, the Greeks built on these ideas, blending Babylonian observations with philosophy and turning astrology toward individual lives. One of the most influential figures in the history of astrology was the Greek-Egyptian scholar Claudius Ptolemy, who lived in the 2nd century CE. In his famous work, the Tetrabiblos, Ptolemy attempted to organize astrological knowledge into a structured system. He argued that celestial bodies influenced earthly events, like the moon affects tides. His work shaped Western astrology for centuries and was studied through the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Astrology also arose independently in other cultures. In ancient China, astrologers linked celestial patterns to politics and imperial fate, creating a 12-year animal zodiac. Meanwhile, Indian astrology, or Jyotisha, became central to Hindu tradition and is still widely practiced. Across cultures, people look to the sky for patterns to explain life on Earth. Modern astrology often centers around something called a birth chart, also known as a natal chart. This chart is essentially a map of where the sun, moon, and planets were located in the sky at the exact moment a person was born. Astrologers need the date, time, and place of birth to plot celestial positions within the 12 zodiac signs and houses, which represent areas like career, relationships, and identity. In astrology, each planet represents aspects of human experience. The sun with identity, the moon with emotions, Mercury with communication, Venus with love, and Mars with energy. The outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, symbolize broader forces like growth, discipline, and transformation. Astrologers interpret their interactions, called aspects, as a symbolic language describing personality and life patterns. Despite its long history and popularity, astrology is not a science. Studies show it can't reliably predict personality or events, so astronomers classify it as pseudoscience. Yet it remains culturally influential, often seen as a tool for reflection or storytelling. Zodiac traits can feel accurate due to the four-air effect, where vague, positive statements like, "You value honesty but sometimes struggle with self-doubt," seem personally meaningful. Astrology also persists because humans naturally look for patterns. Our brains are wired to connect events and search for meaning, even when the connection may not be real. In ancient times, when natural disasters, illnesses, or political upheavals seemed unpredictable, linking them to celestial events offered a sense of explanation and control. The stars became a symbolic map for understanding the uncertainties of life. Interestingly, astrology once existed much closer to science than it does today. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, astrology and astronomy were often studied together. Many early astronomers, including famous figures like Johannes Kepler, cast horoscopes for patrons or rulers. Over time, astronomy became a rigorous science of the universe, while astrology stayed focused on symbolic interpretation. In recent years, astrology has experienced a surprising revival, especially among younger generations. Social media platforms are filled with memes about zodiac signs, compatibility charts, and personality traits linked to birth dates. Apps can now generate detailed birth charts instantly, something that once required complex calculations. For some, astrology is a playful way to explore identity and relationships. For others, it provides guidance or comfort in uncertain times. Still, whether one views astrology as meaningful insight or simply cultural tradition, its endurance is remarkable. Few belief systems have survived across so many centuries, cultures, and technological revolutions. From ancient Babylonian temples to modern smartphone apps, astrology continues to evolve while holding on to the same basic question that first inspired it. Do the patterns in the sky reflect something about life on Earth? Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.